How's it going? Dave from Comic Book Investments. So, last night I decided to watch the new Hawkeye TV show. It's been on my list to watch and just trying to find time to watch it. So, I put it on last night and it was terrible. I can't, there's nothing else I can say about it. I hated it. Like, I did not want to watch it. Um, the There'll be spoilers in this, of course. I've only watched the first episode, so I'm just giving you my initial thoughts. Um, I liked Clint Barton, Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner. I liked him. I see that he's like dealing with family. He's just trying to get in with his family stuff, and people are always thanking him for, oh, you're so amazing, thanks for saving the city, and it seems like he, has some baggage there. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. His family doesn't bother me. Kate Bishop is annoying, so annoying. I can't stand her. So it starts off with Kate Bishop is like a little kid when Avengers ruin New York fighting, the alien race with Loki and stuff like that. And this starts off with sometimes when they do child actors, they're just so bad sometimes, just so bad. And it's like this little girl, I'm nothing against it. Obviously, she's trying to do whatever she's trying to do. But the acting is just so bad in it, just unbelievable. Like this kind of takes me out. I'm like, but it's fine. It's just 5 minutes of the movie or the TV show. So then, it fast forwards, and she's, I guess, an adult. I think she's in college. I like the intro scene where they show her, like they do like this cool art style with like whites and purples and stuff, and they show her like shooting bows and arrows, slowly growing up, taking martial arts, all that stuff. So the intro was cool. I like that. Then she's an adult, and like for some reason, the comedy to me felt, when they were trying to make her funny, felt very, I know it's on Disney Plus, but it felt very Disney. And I mean Disney as in like, I don't know what's currently on. I can only guess when I was like younger, where it's like the Lizzie McGuire show, like, and Hannah Montana, like that, like really cheesy, over the top type of comedy. And that's what it felt like to me. Like this was really Disney like that. Not Disney cool, just very Disney kids. And with comedy, it's just, I feel like comedy is one of the hardest things for people to do in acting, because you have to have like, it's all about the timing, the way you say it, the body language. It's not necessarily the words. And so I feel like when you just have an actor say the words, you need like this whole other layer. So the comedy just wasn't working for me. It just didn't work. But then, like, I don't know. This seems annoying. Like, the whole part where her mom is engaged to this guy named Jack. I don't know who he is. And she's all mad about it. And I'm like, well, first of all, your mom's been single or widowed for, I don't know, like she's probably 7 when her dad died. And now she's in college. So over a decade. And she's like a brat about it. Like I come from a divorced family. My mom got remarried after, I think, like a few years later after they got divorced. She met someone, married that person within a year. I wasn't like a brat about it. And I was like, I don't know, like 14, 15. I'm like, yeah, I understand. Like, people need to move on. This is part of life, right? And like her dad died, so it's not like they had a chance of getting back together. I mean, she's a grown woman now. She's in college. So like her acting like a brat, I was like, oh, God, it makes me even not like the character more. And then, so then we get to the part where they're in like this silent auction thing, whatever. And she wore like a tux to the event. And so everyone thinks she's a waiter. The whole time, all I could think is she looked like Michael Jackson. Like, I love Michael Jackson's music. It's great. Him as a person, not the best person. I watched that documentary about how he like basically raped all these little kids. And like, this looked just like Michael Jackson. I don't know, the way her hair was, the way her face looks, and what she was wearing. Like, there's like, Michael Jackson in his later years when he, had all that plastic surgery and he looked kind of weird looking. And he wore like a tux similar to that, and there's a picture of it. I don't know where it is, somewhere online. But that's what she looked like the whole time. I'm thinking like, because she's like pretty pale, and I don't know. That's all I could think about. And like she had a very similar nose as Michael Jackson. I guess that was like throwing me off. And so that wasn't very good. But I don't know. In the end, I didn't like the character. I ended up like fast forwarding. Like I got like almost towards the end, and I'm like, I don't care about this character. The story was boring for me. Everything was boring, and so I just like fast forward to get to Jeremy Renner, and then I realized he was just kind of chilling with his family, and so I'm like, okay, I don't really care that much about that, and so I just turned it off because at first I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just go to the second episode and it'll be better, but I was like, why? Like I don't even like this episode. Like why? I'm not invested, and I like Hawkeye. I like Jeremy Renner. But of all the characters on the Avengers, if I had to pick a least favorite, it would be Hawkeye. Nothing against his character or Jeremy Renner. Just like, how can you compare to the Hulk, right? Or Captain America, or Iron Man. Like, it's just the reality. So I understand that they have to, Jeremy Renner can't be Hawkeye forever, and they have to move on to a new character, but I really don't like this Kate Bishop. So I'm happy if they just drop the whole Hawkeye from the Avengers to begin with. Like, I'll be fine with that, It's like, she just didn't work for me at all. Like, the new Black Widow, I don't remember the actress's name, the White Widow, whatever. She was wearing white in the Black Widow movie. Like, her comedy, like, they tried really hard. It's like comedy's really hard. Comedy that seemed like they're trying too hard, which is fine. I don't fault that, but the character I liked, and like if whatever the actress' name is, gonna be the Black Widow from here on out, like take over the mantle, that's fine with me. I don't care. Like she's fine, whatever. I would prefer Scarlett Johansson, but it is what it is. So that's fine. Kate Bishop, I just really don't like her, and I bet everyone's going to say, you got to give it more time. I read some of the reviews. It starts off slow. But it's like, I don't care about Kate Bishop. Like, it makes me not want to watch her. Like, if I end up watching the next episodes, I'm going to fast forward all of her parts because I can't stand her. So, like, I don't know. I'm probably not going to watch it. Maybe I'll, way later, I'll turn it on. And I think I felt like that with Loki. Loki was slow, but I liked the characters, so that's why I came back. But it was like the story was slow in the beginning. I think it was Loki. It was one of those, the MCU ones I watched. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I'm on Rotten Tomatoes right here, and my dog wants to play. And I know people generally like it. Like it has an 80 audience and 92 critic. So I don't know. I just really don't like the Kate Bishop character at all. At all. I despise her. So, like, it's going to be really hard. Like, I want to support this, and I want to see what happens to Clint, but it's going to be really hard for me to watch this. Like, I don't know. I have no motivation other than just sheer determination to, like, get through it. Kind of like when you're, like, younger and you eat all the good food, and then you're left with, like, the terrible vegetables that you don't like, and then you're just like, oh, I've got to get through these. Like, that's what it feels like to me. So let me know what you guys think. I'm sure you guys watch it and you have a different opinion than me. But, yeah, let me know what you think. I'm sure I'm probably in the minority here. So have a good day.